You can create your own simple physics related animations, something like this. I'll show you now. Yeah, you, so see here a simple pendulum and a simple spring and mass system, and you can also create your own uh, prism and a white light beam, and these are some convex lens animation. And if you want to know about the concave lens animation, so something like this. So as you all know, the convex lens is a converging lens. So here you could see here how the convex lens is converging the light beams, and you also know that the concave lens is a diverging lens. So you could see here how the diverging lens is, how it is diverging the light beam. And this is a simple pendulum animation. So you could see here, while oscillating the pendulum, the graph is showing the position versus velocity. So this type of a simple animations, how we can create by our own by this simple software, I will show you today. First I will introduce this software. So this is a software named as Algodo, ALGODOO. To download the software, I will provide the link in the description. You can click on the description and you can download. Both Windows and Mac OS versions are available. You can just download and install it. After installing this software, after opening the software, I will show you uh, how it will open. Yes. Yeah. This is the default page where you will reach after opening the software. So first I will explain about this software a little, and then I will show you how to create a small animations. So in this in this software, there are two planes. This is a ground plane, let me say, or this line indicates, and this green surface indicates the below the ground, and above this line is above the ground. And so these are all the shape of the objects that you can create. For example, if you want to create a circle, you can just click on the circle and you just create it. So if you want to create a sphere, you just click on the sphere, you can just create it. And if you want to create your own shape objects, you can create on this the shape, and you can just create your own objects. So, and if you want to create a vessel or something like an empty vessel, uh, so this is something like an empty vessel. So this is an empty vessel. So this is how we can create our own objects. And if you click a play button, so that the objects will behave something like how the objects will behave in normal air. So how to create the animations? Here it is. First you need to create a scene, then you need to click on the and play button. So this is how you can create some objects. And here there are some the options to move the created objects. For example, if you click on move, here it is a moving tool, you can click the created object to anywhere. And if you click on the rotation, you can rotate the objects which you have created already. And if you click on scale, you can increase the size of the objects which you have already created. And this is a moving objects. By using this, you can apply some force on it. That's all. So, and you can also attach a spring to your created object, and you can also axle it, which means the objects will rotate at a particular place, something like. And here it is a laser tool. You can directly add a laser to the your scene. So this is how you can add objects to this scene. After adding your all objects, you can click on play. So see here, since I have attached this object to the spring, it is not moving, and this is a laser. And let me show you some simple animation. So you please see here. So see, so here it is, and this is a random simulation, and there is no meaning for this random simulation, and just I have created for your understanding purpose. Now, so now I will clear all this and I will take a new plane. Now I will show you how to create a simple pendulum by using this animation, and how you can explain to the students are how you could able to understand perfectly about a simple pendulum, and how the simple pendulum is formed, and how you can analyze the motion of simple pendulum. Now I will show you. And to create a simple pendulum, first what you need, you need a bob, or let me say sphere. So select a sphere. So here first you create a sphere. Let me take sphere. Now all usually in a simple pendulums the sphere should be metal, and the material of the sphere the bob is metal. So you see here there are several options. You can as I am saying, for a simple pendulum the metal should be steel, so you just click on steel. So you can select anything. For example, if you select wood, which means the sphere will behave like a wood spherical. And if you click on stone, which means the sphere will behave something like a stone sphere. So but now for my pendulum this should be steel, so I have selected for steel. Now what I need to do, I need to take a rope, thread I mean. So click on the rope, you just click on the sphere and create a rope. Yeah, so over. My simple pendulum is now ready. Now what I need to do, after creation of this scene, I need to click the button play. See there, so there is a motion of a sphere. See, so for example, I would like to observe how the simple pendulum is oscillating by dragging to little distance. If you see here, I am just dragging, I am just now I am releasing. See there, so my simple pendulum is now oscillating. And now to my simple pendulum, actually what I want to do, I want to visualize the free body diagram of my simple pendulum. As you all know, what is the meaning of free body diagram? If you indicate all the vectors for a particular body, then the diagram is known as free body diagram. So I would like to see the free body diagram of this pendulum, which means for this pendulum I want to visualize. You just right click on the pendulum, you just right click on that object, you just go to the velocities. So here you need to visualize, I want to visualize the velocity vector and momentum vector and force vector. How these three vectors varied for this pendulum I want to see. Now you play again. Yeah, see there how the velocity and momentum will be varied while oscillating the pendulum, and how the weight of the object is is acting on the pendulum. And this is the tension, as you all know. C is the tension, mg is the weight, as you all know. So this is how you can give the vectors for the particular animation. And now for example, I would like to know how the velocity and position and the time is varying by plotting a graph, let me say. And as you all know, the graphical explanation for a physical the graphical explanation for the motion of any object will explain you very perfectly about its motion. So the graphical explanation, if you could able to understood the graphical explanation, then you will be able to understood perfectly about that concept. So now I would like to plot the graph for this motion of the bob. So what I need to do, I just right click on it. You see here there is an option show plot. So in this plot, so initially on x axis it will show the time, and y axis it will show the speed. Now let us see how the graph will be. See there, this is how speed is varied with respect to time for the given pendulum. See how beautiful it is. So initially the speed is increasing maximum and coming down. So as you all know, at the extreme positions of the pendulum the velocities or the speed should be 0. At mean position the velocity is maximum. So this is the maximum points at the mean position. This is how the speed is varied with respect to time. And now I would like to see how the velocity is varied with respect to time. As you all know, the speed is a scalar, the vector is the velocity is a vector. So the velocity is coming for the negative side also. This is, you could be able to understood how the velocity is varying with respect to time by seeing these animations. Now for example, I would like to see how the velocity is varying with respect to position, let me say. So see there, so this is how the velocity is varying with respect to position. And you could be able to understood here. Yeah, see there the position, and it is going in a circular. And for example, if I would like to see the variation of the force with respect to time, let me say. Yeah, This is how the force is varied, with respect to time. For example, I would like to change x-axis on the velocity, y-axis to the momentum, let me say momentum. Yeah, this is a straight line. See here how the momentum is varied with respect to let me say position. Yes, this is how the momentum is varied with respect to position. And as you all know, the velocity and the momentum both are the same vectors, velocity and momentum, because p is equal to m into v, where m is a scalar, that as you could understood. So that the position versus momentum, position versus velocity, both the graphs are same. And an important thing about this website is you could able to export this entire data. You see here, save as a CSV. You can export the data and you can analyze at your own place. Not only here, you no need to analyze here itself, you can analyze it some other place also. So this is how we can create our own simulations. For any simulation you can create which was based on mechanics, and you cannot create circuits here. For to create the circuits, as I have already explained in my previous videos, there is a beautiful website Tinkercad. There you can create your own circuits and you can create your own animations for the circuit. But the entire mechanics part of the physics, for a small simulations you can create here. And this is a free website, and you can download it and you can install it in any of your platform, or you can install in Windows and you can install your Mac OS also. But unfortunately there is no app available, either Android app or iOS app is not available. Yeah, and this is how you can create a pendulum. And one more thing I will show you. Now I would like to show you how the light will disperse. So to get a light I need a laser. So see here, I have taken a laser beam. Now for this laser beam, I will insert inside the laser beam, I will insert a prism. Let me see what will happen. See here. So initially, and to move the objects you just click on the move. Yeah, to rotate the objects you can just click on here. Okay, so initially it is a monochromatic light, which means the color is only some green color is coming. Now I will switch to white color. Let me see what will happen. See here, when I switch to white color, the color when it's traveling through the prism, it was dispersed into several colors. As you all know, the theory behind the dispersion you could able to understood by the practically. And for example, here one important thing that I would like to say, you can change the refractive index of the prism. So you just select the prism, go to here you can change, and here the material property. See here, you can change the refractive index, and you could observe how the variation of refractive index affects the dispersion. See here, and at this refractive index at around 1.7, the dispersion is clear. If I increase the refractive index, see here what is happening. It is not even transmitting through the prism. See, at a higher refractive index, it is not even transmitting through the prism. See here, there is only the reflection is happening. And for example, if the refractive index is, let me make to 1, which means the air refractive index and prism refractive index is same, so there is no refraction also. So this is how you can how the refractive index affects the dispersion of the light when it is passes through the prism. So this is a simple animation that you could able to understood how the light will affect the refractive index and the prism, let me say. And wait a moment, I will show you. Yeah, now so, and here in this folder, say there is a folder. I will explain you what are these all folders. There are several optic related objects are there. See, there are convex lens, concave lens, and the plane mirror also there. For example, if you keep a concave lens, so let me move it. Yeah, so see here, if I keep a convex lens, how it is behaving, you can see here. This is how a convex lens is behaving. For example, if I keep a plane mirror, what will happen, you just see. So I will keep the plane mirror, I will rotate it. Yeah, I will again move it down. See here, so this is the reflection, and when you place a mirror here, so this is the mirror properties. So like this you can play with this software and you can learn a lot about the physics by playing with the physics, and it is an excellent software. You can try your own animations, you can try your own simulations, and you can do anything with this software. And yeah, if you have any doubt, and if you are unable to learn some animations, and if you are unable to do some techniques, if you are unable to use this software, you can just go to this folder. You see here there are components. You can go to this folder, click here. See here there are some lessons. In these lessons there are so many animations which were already created by some other persons. You can select any one animation and you can go through it. So while going through these lessons also, you can be able to do, or you can able to understood how we can create our own animations. And this is an excellent software for the people who want to teach for the basic physics, and for intermediate or some below school peoples. And it is an excellent software because you can create your own animations, no need to search anywhere else, and you can create your own virtual lab. You can create your own virtual lab with unlimited opportunities or unlimited options. So why I am saying, for example, coming to this prism, in usually we will have only single prism and with a single refractive index, but here what we are doing, we are changing the refractive index to our own. So this is the best thing about this software. So you can change to any refractive index, so that you could be able to understood very perfectly about the concept of refractive index and the concept of refraction, or the concept of the reflection. And for example, if you are here you are inserting a convex lens here, you can change the yeah, I'll show you. You can change the size of the convex lens, which means the focal length of convex lens, so that what will happen, you can observe here when you are changing the focal length of convex lens. So while changing the curving radius, so the focal length will be changed. So you can observe here how the focal length is affecting the convex lens, also you can observe here. So in this way you can create any objects, you can create any objects in the software. And I'll show you, yeah, any object in the software, and you can play with the physics here. So you can create any shape, so you could able to understand. So these are all animations, no need any critical programs you need to write, or no need any other supporting data. Just you need to have a proper idea on physics lessons, so that you can create any animation here. So enjoy, and do download and install in your laptop or in your system. If you have any doubt, you can contact me, and subscribe to my channel, and you will get the something like for the good and interesting physics related topics. Thank you.